Some people think nothing created the universe, which is the funniest guess. And the nothing people make fun of the God people. They say God doesn't exist. I'm like, okay, maybe. But you know what definitely doesn't exist? Nothing. That's the defining characteristic of nothing, is that it doesn't exist. So what are we talking about? Either you think it's God, something you can't see, touch, taste, photograph, and science can't prove, or you think it's nothing, something you can't see, touch, taste, photograph, and science can't prove. But I think we can all agree, if your nothing sometimes spontaneously erupts into everything, that's a pretty goddamn magic, you guys.
So if anybody ever asks you what nothing is, you always tell them nothing is not a thing. So if anybody that's atheist, that is quote unquote doesn't believe in spirituality, anything like that, or that it's just a science, is you ask them, so before nothing, what was created? It can't be created then, because it's in created space. So before nothing, what would it be? Before nothing is called non-ether, because you're talking about before hydrogen was formed, it had to be 9 cycles of subatomic particles, or what we call subatomic energies, for my people, because everything is wavelengths, not really particles, but for my people that scientists, but everything is really waves. So this is 3 times 3 sets or cycles of subatomic energies to form what you call a gas light. And as gas light, it forms what you call hydrogen. I mean, first it forms hydrogen. Then from this hydrogen, or this chaos waters, you can get helium. And then once you get helium, you're able to create the rest of the elements. So this is what the source, this is what the beings before source do. And then they come together to create what you call source. So what people call prime source, or the all, is the all mind. And I'm teaching people that all mind is before anything was ever created. In this nothingness, the state of nothingness still has what you call substance inside of that. Now, because it's energy before it's actual physical substance. Now, when you're talking about um, prime source, that's what prime source is. You understanding you're in the mind of the all. And then once you understand that we have miniature soul or source pieces that are inside of time, that are able to construct realities, or unit, or a universe, or unit in existence, right? So that's all you need to know. And knowing this, you will see that when anybody that calls himself a non-ether being or Etherean is a being that knows that they were before the creation of the universe. You feel what I'm saying? That's what a non-ether being is. A non-ether being is somebody that knows they was birthed, that the soul was birthed through plasma energy, or through this hydrogen to helium process. But yeah, appreciate y'all. And by the way, if you wanted to know how nothingness is there, I mean, obviously it's nothingness, but nothingness is really the product of what we call magnetism. Electricity and magnetism, but especially magnetism when you're talking about magnetic light. This is white light, and then once you bring things down to it, in order to manifest things down into a creation, it has to do a step down. And in order for it to do a step down, the electricity, or the vertical plane, has to be split in half, like an atom has to be split in half, and it has to be split like a circle. And you squaring, or you splitting this energy, is enabling you to be able to have manifest physical space by splitting the red and the blue, or what we call you know how red and blue makes this purple, or to complete the chakras. You would be splitting it to make the physical existence. You would split 360 degrees. And so that's what's happening, is these beings, they come from what you call Ethereans, to be able to split 360 degrees to come down to make the atom, to form the atom, to be able to come into a physical existence, or cut themselves in half. Or you're talking about being two sides of an angel, or angel and demon, or angel in a or what we call seraphim and cherubim, or magnetic light, and what we call lodestone, or amber light, amber fire, so to speak. Remember that electric light is not evil. Electric light is the force of power, and it can split and divide things when it's condensed on a magnetic field. And if y'all really want to know more about this, just go on my videos getting long. Just go on my videos, and I have a video about how what's the process of how they can split the atom and different things like that. And that's just for people that want to know that part. But obviously, you don't really need to know that. You just need to know nothingness is really not a thing, but it's energy.